My beloved child, Archangel Michael is not just whispering today, he is standing at your door, ordering you with divine urgency to open this message right now. Because something is about to happen in your house tonight, and he's been trying to warn you. Not with fear, but with divine preparation. With a plea from the heavens. Right now, he is begging you, just give him 30 seconds. Just open your heart for this moment. Because the next few hours carry something powerful, something that was written before you were even born. The silence in your home will not stay silent. The spiritual atmosphere is shifting. And heaven is making its move. You are not reading this by accident. There is a holy reason this message reached you, right now, in this moment. There is something invisible happening in your room even as you listen. Archangel Michael is walking through the hallway of your home. You may not see him, but you will feel what's coming. A divine knock. A powerful shift. A moment where your name will be mentioned in a place of authority. Someone who once ignored you is about to take action. And it will happen tonight. If your heart is open, you will sense it even before the clock strikes midnight. There is a reason why your spirit has been unsettled lately. Why you've been feeling like something is around the corner, but you can't describe it. Why you've been waking up at night and looking at the door, wondering why your heartbeat changes suddenly. Archangel Michael says, it's not just emotion, it's preparation. It's spiritual sensitivity. You are not paranoid. You are picking up on a truth that has been hidden from others. A visitor is coming, not with footsteps, but with a vibration. And tonight, your room will feel different because heaven is entering in. God is not far from your home. He is closer than your next breath. Let me make this clear to you, something that was delayed is now being released. Something that was taken from you is being returned. Someone who once planned to walk away from you is reconsidering everything because God touched their thoughts. And while you're sitting here reading this, angels are discussing your name. Not because you begged for attention, but because heaven is responding to your pain. Every tear you cried was not wasted. Every lonely night you faced was not forgotten. And now, divine justice is knocking. Not with noise, but with movement. There is a change that will begin from inside your home, and it will ripple into your relationships, your opportunities, your protection. This is your confirmation. The timing is not random. Archangel Michael says, you were meant to hear this now because you still have time to align. Don't ignore this. Tonight is not like every other night. There's a thin line between the natural and spiritual realms right now. And if you open your heart fully, you'll feel the wind change even when the windows are closed. You may hear whispers when no one's around. That is not fear. That is heaven. Before we continue, I need you to do one thing. If you know this message is touching you deeply, make sure you don't lose it. Subscribe to this channel now so that you never miss a divine alert like this again. When God and the angels have something urgent to say, you deserve to hear it first. It's not just content. It's a calling. So pause for a moment, hit that subscribe button, and let the heavenly flow continue uninterrupted in your life. Because the next part of this message carries something extremely personal. And I don't want you to miss it. Now listen closely. Archangel Michael says that in the next few hours, someone in your life will be spiritually moved to think about you, to reach out to you, or to come closer than they have in a long time. This isn't just a coincidence. Heaven is gently touching their heart to open the door they once closed. You don't have to beg for love anymore. You don't have to chase clarity. What is meant for you is being drawn to you, not by human force, but by spiritual gravity. This message is activating something beyond your control, and it's working in your favor. You will begin to notice strange patterns. You'll hear names you haven't heard in a while. You'll feel drawn to certain words, songs, or memories. That's not nostalgia. That's spiritual memory being stirred. Something from your past is being realigned with your present, so that your future can begin without delay. You are in the middle of a divine visitation. And the angels say if you keep your heart open just a little longer, the confirmation you've been begging for will show up in a way that's impossible to deny. Your room is not empty. Heaven is in your house. And God is walking among your thoughts. Something will happen tonight that will prove to you that you're not alone. Whether it's a dream, a message, a sound, or a sudden peaceful feeling, you'll know it was divine. Because it will not feel normal. It will feel holy. Like a door you didn't touch opened by itself. Like a breath of air with no window open. Like a sudden calm that covers your entire soul. Archangel Michael says, don't doubt these signs. Don't explain them away like you've done before. This time, you must pay attention. Because God is trying to speak to you through everything. Through silence. Through sound. Through people. Through things you thought were random. He is using the smallest details to guide you tonight. The reason you're being pulled toward this message right now, at this exact time, is because something inside your house, something in your atmosphere, is about to change. A spiritual reversal. A moment where what was blocked becomes released. Where what was hidden becomes revealed. And it's going to begin tonight, not tomorrow. If your spirit has been restless, it's because your environment is too small for your future. And heaven has already begun making room. That's why some people distance themselves. That's why certain plans fell through. That's why your emotions have felt out of control. It's not chaos. It's preparation. When heaven is ready to move, it creates space by removing what's unnecessary. You thought it was loss, but it was divine cleaning. You thought you were being punished, but God was simply pulling you closer. He had to get your attention. And now that you're here, reading this, it's time to listen deeply. Tonight will be different. You may not see lightning or hear thunder. But in your spirit, you'll feel a sudden shift. As if your soul knows something is crossing over. The angel says this isn't about fear, it's about readiness. You're not being warned because something bad is coming. You're being invited to witness what heaven has prepared for you. Someone has made a decision behind the scenes that will bless you. Someone who once turned away from you is having second thoughts because God has intervened. You may get a message soon. A call. A sign. Or someone may even show up unexpectedly, saying words that feel rehearsed, but they're real. Because the angels have been rehearsing them in that person's heart for days. You're not losing your mind. You're stepping into alignment. That's why you're being tested emotionally. God is checking your heart posture. Are you still open to miracles? Are you still willing to believe in the impossible? Archangel Michael says your yes is powerful tonight. If you say yes to faith, yes to trust, yes to letting go of fear, even in your weakness, then tonight, something spiritual will be unlocked for you. And your household will not be the same again. There's a reason the enemy tried so hard to distract you lately. Why everything became heavy. Why your energy was so low, and even getting out of bed felt like a battle. Because he sensed what was coming before you did. The breakthrough. The clarity. The favor. The surprise encounter. The healing that's arriving tonight is so powerful that the enemy tried to wear you out before it got here. But you didn't give up. You're still here. And now God is responding, not with noise, but with miracles. Close your eyes for a moment, child. Breathe. Feel the atmosphere around you. Something holy is passing through your space. That's why you keep feeling chills. That's why your heart beats faster when you sense something near. That's why you keep checking your phone like something important is about to happen. Your spirit knows before your mind does. And it's right. Something is coming. A divine interruption. And it's not scary. It's sacred. Tonight is the night where your prayer life will shift. You may feel drawn to speak aloud even when no one is around. That's your spirit responding to heaven. Don't be shy. Speak. Pray. Declare. Archangel Michael says your voice carries authority now. And the moment you use it, things in the atmosphere begin to respond. God is giving you back control, not over people, but over your peace. Your home is becoming a place of rest again. No more spiritual heaviness. No more invisible tension. Tonight, it breaks. Tonight, you rise. Someone connected to you is going to feel this too. You may be surprised who contacts you. They won't know why they're thinking about you. They'll just feel pulled toward you like a magnet. That's the angels working behind the scenes. God is rearranging hearts, restoring broken ties, rekindling connections that were divine but damaged. He's not sending people back to waste your time. He's sending back what still has purpose. What was left unfinished. What still carries your name in their spirit. If your heart is still guarded, I understand. You've been through pain. You've learned to protect your peace. But God says, let me in again. Just for tonight. Let me show you that love still lives here. Let me show you that your name has not been forgotten in heaven. He's not angry with you. He's not disappointed. He understands why you built those walls. But now, He's gently tapping on them. And if you open that door just a little, He will flood the room with peace so strong, you'll finally sleep without fear. You don't have to fix everything. You just have to be available. Heaven does the rest. Archangel Michael is already standing guard at your door tonight. No evil will pass. No harm will touch you. You are surrounded, covered, watched, loved. Even when you feel alone, heaven is heavily invested in your future. That's why this message found you. That's why you're reading it with tears in your eyes. Because your soul has been waiting to hear that God never left. Archangel Michael wants you to know that this isn't just another message. This is a divine moment. A heavenly countdown. Because while you're reading these words, something you've been praying for silently is being brought forward publicly. Something that was once hidden is coming into the light. That's why your heart is beating faster. That's why you feel this strange mix of peace and urgency. God is aligning time, people, and doors for you. Some doors are about to open tonight, not physical ones, but emotional, financial, and spiritual ones. The kind of doors that only God can open. And when He does, no one can shut them. I need you to understand this, child, you are not late. You are not forgotten. You have not missed your season. It's been delayed, yes. But never denied. Heaven has been waiting for the exact right moment. And Archangel Michael is announcing that moment is now. You are walking into a divine encounter, whether you realize it or not. Tonight, something shifts in your favor. A thought changes in someone's mind. A decision is made behind closed doors. And though you may not see the full result yet, the process begins tonight. There's someone who has been watching you from a distance. Not in a harmful way, but in wonder. Because they see something in you they can't explain. They feel something when they think about you that makes no sense to their logic. What they don't realize is that what they're sensing is your anointing. Your divine purpose. The oil God placed on your life. And it's drawing people in. Some will be inspired. Some will be convicted. Some will be confused. But all will be touched. Because your presence is changing the energy in every room you enter. You don't just walk in, you carry the presence of the Most High with you. And tonight, someone's heart is being awakened toward you. A person who was spiritually asleep when it came to you is now being stirred. And God is the one doing it. You don't need to manipulate. You don't need to beg. Just be still. Let God fight this battle. Let Archangel Michael continue what he's already started. He's not just a messenger. He's a warrior. And he's already moved through the halls of your home tonight, placing protection where there was once vulnerability, planting peace where there was once anxiety. God says, you don't have to try so hard anymore. Just trust me. I'm already working. Yes, it's been quiet. Yes, it's been dark. But child, seeds grow in silence, and miracles begin in midnight hours. The hour of your visitation is near. The angel is standing over your home with an assignment. A release. A new beginning. It's not coming next month or next year, it's starting right now. Listen closely, tonight is the turning point. Someone who ignored your worth will be reminded of what they lost. Someone who underestimated you will begin to hear your name whispered in places of power. Someone who walked away thinking you'd stay broken will regret their decision. But none of this is about revenge. It's about restoration. God is not trying to prove people wrong. He's trying to prove to you that He's still right here. Take one more breath. Slow down your thoughts. And let my voice speak deeper than your fears. I've never stopped watching you. I've never stopped loving you. And even when you felt unworthy, my plans for you never changed. That thing you lost? I can restore it. That person who left? If they were meant to return, I will send them. That financial stress you're under? I have provision waiting for you in the most unexpected place. Trust me, child. Just trust me tonight. Archangel Michael says, keep your phone close tonight. Not out of fear, but because a message, a confirmation, or a spiritual sign may come when you least expect it. And when it does, don't question it. Just know that it was heaven's way of saying, I heard you. I see you. I've answered. This is why I've been waking you up at night. This is why your body feels strange at certain hours. This is why you get chills for no reason. You're sensitive to the spirit realm. And tonight, your sensitivity is going to align with divine activity. You may cry unexpectedly. You may feel overwhelmed with peace. You may even fall into the deepest sleep you've had in months. Let it happen. That's the Holy Spirit moving through you. That's the heavenly realm touching earth inside your home. Don't underestimate what's happening right now. Just because it feels quiet doesn't mean it's small. Heaven always moves in ways that feel gentle before the breakthrough appears. What's coming will be loud, bold, and undeniable. But tonight, it's stillness before the miracle. Preparation before celebration. You've waited long enough. You've cried long enough. You've wondered long enough. And God says, now it begins. Now, hear me, child. I didn't bring you this far just to leave you confused. I didn't let you survive all those nights just to keep you wondering why you're still here. You're here because your story is not over. You're here because heaven still has scenes left to unfold. And the part that's coming next is the one you cried for. The one you whispered about when no one was around. The one you thought I forgot. But I didn't. I wrote it in my book. And tonight, I've assigned angels to begin turning the pages. The clock may look ordinary tonight. But in the spirit, it is ticking toward transformation. There's a timeline that's being restructured for your sake. Delays are being cancelled. Detours are ending. And what you thought would take years may begin to happen in days. I can do in 1 hour what people couldn't do for you in 10 years. I can shift hearts. I can unlock doors. I can realign destiny with a whisper. And Archangel Michael is already in position, preparing the atmosphere so you can receive it. This is your confirmation. That door you're afraid to knock on. I'm about to open it from the inside. That apology you're hoping for. I'm working on it in someone's heart as we speak. That provision you desperately need. I've already released it. You'll see a sign in the next few days. But tonight, something invisible will change. And you will feel it before you see it. That's how faith works. This is why I've sent this message so urgently. Why Archangel Michael is not asking you, but commanding you, to open this message now. Because you are standing on a spiritual threshold. And I didn't want you to miss it. You've walked through too much pain to miss this joy. You've lost too many nights of sleep to miss this peace. And you've suffered quietly for far too long to miss this moment of divine reversal. If your heart is heavy, let me lift it. If your spirit is tired, let me carry you. If your hope is fading, let me refill it. Because what's coming into your life is not a coincidence. It is compensation. For every wrong you endured. For every moment you were overlooked. For every prayer you thought I didn't hear, I'm answering you now. And this answer comes with favor. It comes with evidence. It comes with my signature on it. There's someone who's going to say your name this week in a way that opens doors. There's someone who's going to admit what they couldn't say before. Someone who once walked away will stop running. Not because of guilt, but because of grace. They'll feel something shift, and they won't be able to explain it. But you'll know, it was me. It was me the whole time. I've been behind every whisper, every dream, every delay. And now, I'm behind every open door. So tonight, lay down in peace. Not because everything is perfect, but because everything is now protected. Your house is not just a home, it is holy ground. Angels are stationed at every corner. Archangel Michael is standing at your front door. No harm will pass. No fear will enter. And no darkness will last. You've entered a new timeline. A divine calendar. A sacred moment. And it starts right now. Don't rush away from this. Sit with it. Let my voice echo in your soul. Let the truth of this moment pour through you like light through a window. And if you feel tears, let them fall. They're not weakness. They're release. They're the signal that something has broken in the spirit. The old season is ending. The new has begun. And if you believe, even with trembling hands and a tired heart, just whisper back to me, "Yes, Lord, I receive it." That's all I need. That's your access point. That's your agreement with heaven. And once you say it, things will never be the same again. Before you close this message, I need you to take one more step. If this word touched your soul, don't let it disappear. Subscribe now. Not for the sake of numbers, but for the sake of your spirit. You need this connection. You need this voice in your life. Because I will continue to speak. And the next time something urgent comes, like tonight, you'll be ready, not just emotionally, but spiritually. So go ahead, subscribe. And then sit in silence for a moment. Listen for my voice. Feel for my presence. And remember this forever. You were chosen. You were covered. And you were never forgotten. What's about to happen in your house tonight is already happening. And it is holy.